Okay. All right, we are live. Live, I guess. Need to double check. Double check. We can deliver your items. Okay, interesting. So just a quick heads up for everybody. I'm just checking really quick if we are streaming to all platforms as it's supposed to be, but it looks very well. All right. I would have been online and live like a half an hour ago already, but someone hacked my Facebook. So I had to verify my account first, and now we're a little bit delayed. But anyways, all good things come to an end, right? I mean, something like that. All right, everybody. Today, I want to talk about Uejima-san's matcha from Uji. Uejima-san is well known in the tea community in Japan, and he actually has a nickname, and his nickname is Mr. Perfect. And you might wonder why that is. And well, you're lucky because I'm going to tell you. So Uejima-san has been around for a couple of years already. He took over the business from his dad and his uncle. And Uejima-san is the only tea master in Kyoto and the Kyoto prefecture that ever scored the highest points in the yearly tea appraisal and the tea competitions, which have been around for over 100 years. So this tea competition in Uji is taking place since, I don't know the exact date, but it's been over 100 years. And entire time, nobody ever made full score until Uji-san came along. And the matcha that he actually scored his full points is called Tempaku, which is this one here. And we are going to talk about all matchas today that we have from Uejima-san, starting with the basic one, which is Suki. Suki is Japanese, means moon. This is a very easy beginner level matcha. Then we have the next higher level, which is Kase, which means wind. Also a very, very nice one. The next matcha is Tori. Tori means bird or chicken. Bird. I know it is chicken, but a chicken is a bird, technically. So then we have Hana, which is flower. It's this one here. It's a very nice matcha. And the top one, as I said already before, is Tempaku. And Tempaku is the award-winning matcha that he scored his full points, or the highest points that ever were given to any matcha in the yearly tea competitions in Uji. And I will go through the matchas. I'm actually going to drink some of them with you, and I will talk a little bit about the matcha itself, what kind of cultivars are being used, taste profiles, and how you can actually utilize them the best way. And I would say, to make it easy, we will start with the lowest grade, which is Suki. And I'm going to make myself a nice usucha really quick. In this case, I'm not going to do anything formal. It's not going to be a tea ceremony. It's going to be a quick usucha that I will make. No scale, just eyeball. And so the matcha comes in those little pouches. So you get the can, and in the can, you get the 30 grams matcha. And I'll just go ahead and can I actually open one of the new cans? Can, right?
The content is new can, and the rest is the other can.
Suki?
Suki, the purple one.
No, the green one. The yellow greenish.
Green, yellow, red, and blue. But the purple one is the seven.
All right. So I'm going to open a fresh can for you so that each and every one of you can see the fantastic quality of these matchas. I don't want to use the open one. So bear with me. So this is the matcha when it arrives. Pull back. and I will open this for you. Kalpun? Anyone? No? Okay, I'll just get to need the scissors. Alrighty. Please let me know in the comments below, have you ever tried any of Uejima-san's matcha? And if so, which one? And what do you think about them or the matcha that you tried in the past? Would be quite interesting to know. So let's do this. I'll just, as I said, I'm going to eyeball it. There will be no scale involved in this measuring. What I will do, though, is I will try to give you an insight. So this is the color of the matcha. This is the lowest grade. Starts at 450 baht, which is around $12. Yeah, 12. I think $13 roundabout, and around 12, 11. Hi, Teacher Tom. Hello, Sawadee Krap. Thank you for joining my live. I hope this will be infomercial for you, and you get a couple of nice insights. So yeah, 450 baht is approximately $13 and around 12 euros, 13 euros. And as I said, I will eyeball it. There will be no scale involved in this. I'm just going to add the matcha into my chawan. This is one of my favorite chawan, which I got from my friend Tia Sosen. It's an absolutely gorgeous one, I think. It's very beautiful and not very expensive as well. So if you've ever been to Japan, you might know that teaware is an expensive hobby, and you can spend a fortune on teaware in Japan. And my wife and I, we both have a very, very, well, how to say, our eyes are expensive. Whatever we like is probably the most expensive stuff that they have in the store. And but this one, again, is inexpensive. You can find that either on Kia's page, or you can order it from us if you want. So this is Suki Moon. And since we have over 50 types of matchas, I do not have every different matcha in my mind. The color is so beautiful. Yes, it is actually beautiful. It is a very inexpensive matcha, and that's a crazy part about it. But I must say the camera is actually it's a little bit cheating. I think the color in reality or in my matcha bowl is not as vibrant green as you saw it right now in the camera, because I think the light makes it look a little bit more bright. It is a nice green color. It's nothing superb. Definitely not the same color as in the camera, but that doesn't matter. It's still a good matcha. And again, just to give you the correct information, this one is Tsuki Moon, and here we use a Goku cultivar and a Samidori matcha, and a Samidori cultivar. And the matcha opens slightly smoky with juicy astringency and fruitiness, slightly mineral notes of chalk, hints of strawberries, raspberry, mango, floral notes of elderflower, cooked peas, and artichokes. So these taste profiles are done by me. And let's see. Yeah. So yes, if you guys love floral matchas, so we've noticed that our tea heads or the people in our tea community, they in the beginning they go for the uji matcha because of the umami. Then they switch a little bit to the smoky ones from Yame. But once you've been in the tea or into tea for a while, or into matcha, you start to develop a preference for floral teas. At least that's what our customers are telling us. That's why we have Uejima-san, because most of them are quite floral. And right. So what I'm going to do, as I already mentioned, I do not use any scale, nor do I use an exact measurements on the water. I just try if I can switch the camera a little bit. So here you can see the matcha now, right? Hopefully this is visible. Ta-da! All right. And what I'm going to do is now I just add the water into the bowl. until, so basically what happened is I've added the matcha here on the side with my chachaku, sorry. And here I make basically like a little mountain of matcha on this side of the bowl. So most of the matcha is on this side, and I will pour the water into here. The water will go under the matcha, it will float everything up, and it starts to sink while I'm pouring the water. So in case you don't have a scale and you don't have anything to measure, this is how they do it in Japan. So basically you add the water slowly from the side, and once the matcha is starting to float up, it starts to sink. You keep on pouring slowly, and when there's no matcha on the surface anymore, that is the perfect amount of water that you need for a perfect usucha. So that's what I'm going to do now. Adding the water, and now the last drop, the last part of matcha dropped, and no more floating on top. Now I'm taking my chasen and start to whisk everything up. Hello, wifey. So if you might have noticed, we have content in 2 languages now. JJ is doing the Thai version, and I'm doing the English version. But we never do the same stuff at the same time. So we actually want to encourage you to follow us. Hi. Oh, your friend is here again, JJ. You might want to say hello. One of your students. Hi.
She also our student.
Yeah, I know.
คุณปายสวัสดีค่ะคุณปาย
โอเค
ก็ไลฟ์นี้ยกหน้าที่ให้คุณทอมนะคะถ้าไลฟ์เป็นภาษาไทยเดี๋ยวเจจะมาไลฟ์เอง
So unfortunately, let's try this. I will flip the camera so you can get a better view on the usucha. So this is how I made it, very nice and foamy, and I'm going to drink the matcha now with you. Again, this is the beginner level of this matcha. I'm wondering why there is water leaking. Oh, maybe I spilled some of the water. Cheers. Oh yeah. Honestly, there are many matchas out there, but Uitima-san matcha is quite unique, I would say. It's very special. So as I already had my description, it's actually like a thin mouth feeling, short to medium finish. It's slightly astringent, which gives a very nice juiciness on your tongue. And from the beginning, there are floral and fruity notes. Slightly smoky, comparable to kanomping. To our Thai audience, you know what kanomping is. For the audience that is not familiar with that, we have a dessert here in Thailand, which is being smoked with candle smoke, I would say. So it gets this distinct flavor of candles. And this is what this matcha has, just a slight tinge of it. And hello, both of you. Thank you, Sawadika. And yeah, again, it's quite fruity and floral. So I get hints of osmanthus and elderflower. And the fruitiness, strawberry, raspberry, green mango. Very, very pleasant. And again, this is a matcha which comes in 30-gram cans, and this one starts at 450 baht. 450 baht for 30 grams of. Yes, you have to go. See you. Bye bye. Kaprotitina. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommended. So if you are looking for a matcha that is easy to drink, this is one of them. And which one was the one that you made with milk, which was so far?
Kase, yes.
So all of them are great to drink either as an usucha, clear, or with milk, as a cold whisk, latte, and especially the ones that I have here are perfect with milk, and the floral notes are actually amplified through the milk for whatever reason. Probably from the fat in the milk, because fat is basically also a carrier for flavors. And we're going to try the next matcha now, which is, drum roll. This one is Kase Wind. This one is a Samidori and Uji Hikari cultivar. It is slightly astringent. Usually, like the matchas on the beginning level are a little bit more astringent and bitter, but none of them actually have bitterness. They just have astringency. So this one is slightly astringent. It's very floral, fruity with mineral undertones. Usually it's like a little bit chalky undertone. It's creamy with notes of rose, hints of raspberry, mineral talk, and a medium finish. So now we will see if that is true. And if my tongue is still tasting the same. And as you might know, the tea masters are always keen to reproduce the same flavors. So that's why they keep usually tencha from the previous years to be able to maintain the same flavor. It's like basically going into the supermarkets and picking a nice wine from South America or from California. And if you like the wine, you want to make sure next time when you come to the supermarket and you buy the same wine again, that it's actually tasting the same way. And they can do this because they blend grapes, and the tea masters literally doing the same thing. They use different, actually the same cultivar. In this case, though, it's blended. And they use those cultivars to, and they blend them together in a way so they can reproduce the flavor each and every year. So this one is also very nice color, as you can see. Again, the color in here is more green than it actually is. I think that's due to the camera and the light. So this is one scoop, and I add a little bit more for my usucha of this matcha. And I'll use the same technique. So basically, I'm not gonna use the scale. I will not measure the water. I'm just gonna eyeball it. That's how I prefer to drink my matcha. A little bit stronger. And now we will open the matcha so that we don't have any lumps in here. But actually, the color is pretty much the way that you just saw it in the camera. Now that I have the light on it, it's very nice, vibrant green. The price for this matcha is 630 baht for 30 grams. And I'm going to drink this one now, same way that I did before. I'm going to pour the matcha here from the water from the side until no water. Okay. No more matcha floating on top. So now I'm ready to whisk, and I will do that. Yeah, so Ujima-san, he took over the family business from his dad, and he's been around for over 40 years. He's well known in the tea industry in Japan, especially in Uji. As I already mentioned earlier, his nickname is Mr. Perfect because Ujima-san is the only tea master in the Kyoto prefecture that ever scored full points with his matchas. And let me see, I will try to flip this again so you can get a better. All right, here we go. That's the usucha that I just whisked up. Again, very nice foam. And I'm going to drink this now. Oh, wow. It's like day and night difference. This one already has a very nice umami level. Mouthfeel, short to medium. I mean, thin to medium. Finish is short to medium. Slightly astringent. Immediately turns into very nice sweetness and juiciness on your tongue. This matcha is very savory, as a matter of fact. So basically, this is how you can tell that you have high umami level when it's starting to be savory. It's almost like drinking chicken broth. And on top of that, you have slightly mineral notes, a little bit like toast, kanompang. Again, floral notes, rose, a little bit of osmanthus. What a nice, what a lovely matcha. It is so easy to drink, not heavy, not too overwhelming. Some matchas, if they're like too high in quality, it can be quite overwhelming, in my opinion. So it's not necessarily a matcha that you would drink on a daily basis, if you know what I mean. For example, our Suisho or Kakuin, they're fantastic matchas, but it's not something that I would necessarily drink on a daily basis. But those matchas here are perfect for daily use. You can drink them in the mornings or in the afternoons, or as I do now at 6 o'clock in the evening or 6:30. Personally, I don't have a very, I don't really have problems with caffeine, so I have a very, very high caffeine tolerance. Some people not. So this is something that you need to figure out according to your own preferences. But this is definitely a matcha that I can highly, highly recommend. It is super, super delicious and very inexpensive. 630 baht, 30 grams. It's a Sami Dori and Uji Hikari cultivar. And a comparison with other brands, you have to pay a lot more for this type of quality. Very, very nice. Okay, so I need to add a little bit of water and rinse my chawan so I can make the next matcha with you. Oh, this is so much fun. So again, please let me know in the comments below if you ever tried any of Uejima's-san matcha. And if so, which one was your preferred matcha? I'm just going to pour that in here. And if not, if you're living in Thailand, we will be at the Coffee and Tea Festival at the Impact Arena in July. And I invite you to come by and try some of our matchas there. We will be selling all of them at the exhibition. And so you have a chance to actually try the products that we have in case you haven't done so yet. So the next one is tori. Tori is Japanese, means bird or chicken. It's the green can. Oops, like this. Ta-da. And tori is a Saemidori cultivar and Uji Hikari blend. And this one is buttery, creamy, hints of avocado, cooked edame, cooked peas, asparagus, slightly smoky. So that smokiness is actually available or noticeable in this one as well, in the previous one. So all of them have a slight smokiness, but not smoky like a yame matcha, more like a kanomping, as I mentioned before. Again, for the kase that I just finished, I still have that juiciness on my tongue. It's very, very nice. So again, for tori, it is a buttery, creamy, hints of avocado, cooked edame, cooked peas, asparagus, green asparagus that is, slightly smoky with a thick mouth feeling, with a long finish. And it's very nicely balanced matcha, slightly astringent, which gives the matcha a nice body and complexity. So now we're going to try That Is True. I didn't drink Uejima-san matcha for quite some time, so I'm very excited to actually do so and share my experience with you. So again, all these matchas come in those tin cans, and in the can you have the pouch with the matcha. This is the color. So very nice color as well. That is 1 scoop, and I need a little bit more than that. All right. Same procedure. I'm just adding the matcha into the bowl, and I break up the matcha so that I don't have any big lumps in here. Yeah, and again, as I said, like basically I was planning to do this live a lot earlier today, but my Facebook account got hacked. And just when I was about to go live, my streaming software told me something is wrong with your Facebook and you have to reconnect. So I tried to reconnect my Facebook to the streaming software. And then it says, you've been banned and you have 180 days to solve this problem. And then I actually had to send them a selfie of mine. And then they told me that my account was hacked. Well, seems like it is, I don't know, happens quite often. Alrighty then, so now we're gonna add water again. Same procedure as before. I'm just adding the water here from the side, and the matcha is gonna float on top of the water. Once it stops floating and it sinks down, which happens just now, that's the perfect amount of matcha for the amount of the perfect amount of water for the amount of matcha that you're using. So you can always drink perfect matcha and perfect bosucha without bothering a scale or anything like that. So giving a nice whisk. And again, all of these matchas develop a very, very nice cream or foam on top, crema, as you would say in the coffee language. And I think crema is something that can be adapted into matcha as well, because same as in coffee, you want to have a nice foam or crema on top of your beverage. And I'm going to close this one just in case. All right. Okay, same procedure. I'm going to flip the camera so you can see beautiful color, very nice vibrant green, perfect foam on top. And I didn't really break into sweat when I was whisking up my bowl. And now we're going to try this one too. Yeah, very nice. Interesting. So I can tell that the description that I wrote back then was from, I think, a year or 2 years ago. So this is from last year's harvest, and the flavor has changed slightly. It is not as thick of a mouth feeling anymore. It's more of a medium mouth feeling. Yeah, very nice. So super floral. I definitely get that smokiness that I already mentioned earlier. Again, it's comparable to Kanong Ping, like a slightly smoky candle-ish smokiness to it. Very sweet on the tongue, so very juicy, very sweet, slightly astringent. Already very nice umami level in this one as well, higher than the previous one. And I'm wondering, I probably have to reach out to Ijima-san and ask if he's still using the same cultivars, but I definitely get the green notes, so slightly green, edame, asparagus. It is not as creamy as it used to be, so I don't get the avocado at the moment. Yeah, but actually the finish is quite long. Now that the more that I drink, the longer the finish gets. So, but I get more floral notes than I used to have in the past in this one. I do actually get a little bit of osmanthus, slightly notes of vanilla and cowslip. I don't know. That's a flower that we have in Europe or in the US. Cowslip. It smells fantastic. I never tried it, but I can remember when I was a kid, we used to have those flowers everywhere, and they came out during springtime, and they had this absolutely phenomenal fragrance. And the fragrance that I have in my memory is actually in the flavor of this matcha. So very, very nice floral matcha. Again, all of these matchas tend to be floral and more floral than any of the other matchas that we have in our portfolio. So if you're interested in floral matchas, Ujima-san is the place to go or the matcha to buy, and you can find them here with us. For Tori, I haven't checked yet. So this one is priced 30 grams at 1,080 baht, which is approximately $34 US and approximately 31 euros. Yeah, it's definitely something I could drink on a daily basis, even though it's a little bit more pricey, but it's well worth. It reminds me of something. What is that? It does remind me of like roasted peanuts, just from the fragrance. And for our Thai audience, you know the fragrance that you get when you make a bowl of mama noodle, and when you add the water into your noodle, it has this distinct fragrance. And this is something that I get from this matcha as well. It's kind of like an umami fragrance, yeah, very nice. Like it's so good. I don't want to even talk about it. I just want to drink it. All right. Oh, that's so good. The next one that we're going to try is Hana. But while I tell you more about Hana, I need to clean my tawang. And I might run out of water, but that's okay. So Hana is our second highest level, and it's one of the most popular one. It's a single cultivar Asahi, and it's a very, very affordable Asahi if you compare that to our Cocoon from Shogyoken Tea Farm. Cocoon is priced at 1,900 baht, and Hana is priced at 1,575 baht. So cheaper and at least as good, but different. Different tea farm, different tea master, and different priorities when it comes to the flavor. Hana is this one here. Yep. So this is the can. Hana, beautiful red can. And the taste profiles of this one, again, it's a single cultivar matcha. They're using the Asahi cultivar, and it's a nice supporting astringency. Again, like all of these matchas have this very nice supporting astringency. It's not overwhelming. It's not like, it is actually quite nice because it creates this very nice juiciness and sweetness on your tongue. And it's very floral, elderflower, very rich, buttery with avocado notes, fruity with dark cherry and raspberry hints, and cooked edamame, slightly nutty with hints of macadamia, peanuts, and almonds with a long finish. So again, this was the batch from 2022. Now I'm going to use this one, which is basically last year's harvest, and I will see if the flavor is still the same. All right, let's do this. So first, that you can have a look, the color. Very nice, vibrant green color. Yep, perfect. And again, I'm just eyeball the amount. Make sure that I break down larger lumps in here so I don't eat them when I drink my usucha. And next, I just need a little bit more. Okay, perfect. Then I will add the water to it, and I'm going to drink my usucha. Okay, there we go. Again, I'll just add some water, like the ones I did before. Just add water from the side. The matcha floats on top. It's already stopped floating. Now I'm going to whisk it up. And again, immediately I get this incredible foam on top, just making sure that I burst all the bubbles. So I have a very nice fine foam on top. All right, there we go. So I'll flip over the camera. There you go. Hope you can see that. Very nice color, very foamy. And okay, I need to set that back. All right, there we go. Okay, Hana flower, single cultivar Asahi, 30 grams, 1,570 baht, and I'll give it a try. Oh, so good. Oh yeah. Definitely can tell this is Asahi. I think Asahi has a quite distinguished flavor profile, very different to other matchas. I definitely get the avocado, the nuts, macadamia, raw peanuts, a little bit of almonds. Very high umami. Medium to thick mouth feeling. Medium to long finish. Green notes like asparagus, green peas, cooked peas, and a little bit of spinach, but buttered spinach. Edame. Yeah, you get that that creaminess from the avocado, or comparable to an avocado creaminess, and also notes of avocado. And now I already finished this one. Yeah, very floral, elderflower, very rich. I actually even get yeah, the fruitiness, raspberry, and a little bit like dark cherries, and I even get like notes of dark chocolate. But primary is floral and fruitiness, and the creaminess, and the high umami level. Oh man, this is so good. All right, I have this one here, the tempaku, but I think I will open this another time. So if you would be interested in a flavor profile on this one and a tasting live, please comment below and convince me that I'm going to open this can. It's not cheap. 30 grams of this tempaku, and again, this is the award-winning matcha that Uejima-san won the tea competition in Uji with the highest scores, and it was the only time ever in over 100 years of tea competition that a matcha scored full points. This is the one, tempaku. Tempaku is an Uji Hikari and Samidori cultivar, and 30 grams of this one is 1,240 baht. And I don't know if I should open this right now or if I should do it the next time. What shall I do? Pipam, do we still have tempaku open?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. We have an open can. So I'm going to rinse my chawan. I need tempaku tonight. All right. So for all of you who are watching right now, let me know from where you join us today. Are you here in Thailand? And if so, where in Thailand are you based? Which one is your favorite matcha or favorite tea region in Japan? I would be interested to know that as well. And so I'm going to do the tempaku. So one thing that is different with tempaku, as you can see, tempaku comes in different cans. So all the other matcha from Uejima-san, they come in tin cans like this, and then they have colored labels: green, red. I live in Rayong. I love Yame from Hana. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yame no Hana. Yeah, I like Yame no Hana too. In general, I think Yame matcha is very, very interesting, especially Hoshino matcha. And they have a very, very unique taste profile. But all regions do have that. And it's just a preference that one has, right? So again, this is a different can. It's also the tempaku, and they all come in different designs. So these are typical washi paper. Washi paper, that's how it's called, I think. Washi paper from Japan. And Ujima-san is sending the matcha out like this. So very nice collectible. And let's try this. Oh yeah, the color is so insane. All right, let's give you a hint, a peek, so you can see the color. Okay, with my black t-shirt, it's very nice in contrast. Beautiful color. So there you can see it much better. Very nice, vibrant green. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the other matchas. I'm just gonna break down the lumps, and then I'll add just some water, eyeball it, and then we're good to go. I will give you some more information around tempaku so you get a better idea of what we are drinking here. Again, this is a blend of Uji Hikari and Samidori. It's an award-winning matcha, which I mentioned before already. This is the one that Ujima-san won the competition as the only tea master in the Kyoto prefecture who ever scored full points in over 100 years of tea competition. And we have rich flavors of young, fresh peas, buttered asparagus, slightly smoky like kanomping. And I think this is a theme that has been going through all the matchas. They all have this slightly smokiness. Hints of vanilla and dark chocolate, paired with roasted chestnuts and hazelnuts, finished with a warm nougat and rose note, high in umami and no bitterness. So, very excited. Cannot remember when I had tempaku the last time. I think it's been a year or so. All right, let's do this. We add the water. Okay. So again, if you see me adding water like this without any, tea ceremonial approach, please forgive me. I'm not trying to butcher the tea ceremony or the Japanese traditions. I just try to make it convenient for each and every one of us to try as many matchas as possible in this short period of time. Actually, it's been 43 minutes already. So, the fragrance is incredible. Smells so good. Okay. Well, now I have a very nice crema on top. We do the same thing again. You will get to peek. There you go. Ta-da! All right. Now I'm going to drink this one. Cheers. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is very thick mouthfeel. Medium to long finish. Very, very high in umami. Creaminess. Oh, this is a symphony of flavor in my mouth. I get the nougat. I get the nose of rose. I get avocado. I get the green notes of buttered asparagus. The smokiness is there, like kanomping. Very nice sweetness on the tongue, slightly astringent. Floral. Nutty. Oh, so good. Yeah. So if you're looking for a treat for yourself, or if you look for something that you can gift to someone, or a matcha for special occasions, Tempaku is definitely one of those matchas. Actually, a friend of ours from what's his name, the Purist. I think he's going to make gelato out of this one. He actually ordered a couple of cans of the Tempaku, so I think he will make some premium gelato out of Tempaku. Yeah, that smokiness is so nice, combined with that sweetness, with the astringency, slightly astringency. That umami level is just on a different level. It's very, very nice, very pleasing, not overwhelming. So this is still something that you can drink on a regular basis, on a daily basis almost. And that floral notes are just fantastic. So again, rose, elderflower, osmanthus, a little bit of vanilla. Get the nougat notes, the nuttiness, hazelnut, macadamia. Well, I think I have enough matcha for this evening. And I hope I was able to provide you some insights on a different matcha than the regular ones that you can find pretty much everywhere here in Thailand. Shogyuken and Hoshino is definitely are quite popular now. Hoshino especially is sold through several outlets. What we are trying to do at Chaseki is always find some gems, and this aftertaste of this matcha is incredible. It's like eating flowers. And yeah, so we always try to put our focus on unique stuff, matchas that you cannot find everywhere. And Ujima-san is definitely one of them. The first time that I tried Ujima-san was almost 6 years ago. That was during the time that we opened Chaseki. And when we went to Japan to source our products, I already had the Ujima-san Tempaku. Back then, he used a different cultivar. And the nuttiness of the Tempaku back then was insane. It was like eating fresh roasted hazelnuts and nougat cream, like Nutella, kind of like. It was unheard of. I've never had a matcha comparable to this one. And even a friend of ours, who, like, his name is Kenneth Rindal. He's also based here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and he's the owner and co-founder of Monsoon Tea. And he tried that matcha back then, and he also said that is very, very unique. So even though that Ujima-san has switched a little bit in terms of the tencha that he's using, now he's blending it. I think back in the days it was just a single cultivar. Now he's using Uji Hikari and Samidori. Nevertheless, the experience that you have is one of its kind. Highly, highly recommended. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our admins are working 24/7, more or less. And yeah, as I said, send us a message online, Facebook Messenger, through Chaseki or our Chaseki Tea Supply Facebook page, and we'd be more than happy to assist you with your questions. And yeah, looking forward to the next live. Again, if you have any recommendations or if there's anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know, and I will very definitely take that in consideration for my videos that I will do, because I'm not interested in just sitting here in front of the camera to talk to you. Could you please suggest me matcha with cold milk? Yeah, so basically, all of these matchas, like talking about the Tempaku or the Ujima-san matchas, all of them are good for oat milk. And they all have very nice floral flavors or floral aromas to it, and they get amplified through the milk. So if you drink these matchas, like all of them that I just tried, all these matchas here, if you drink them with milk, the flavors of the floral notes will be much more amplified than compared to an Usucha. So if you are looking for a matcha that is floral, Ujima-san, all of them are fantastic. You can drink them all with milk or oat milk. If you buy oat milk, I would recommend you just one second. PFM, do we have Good Mate oat milk? So there are many oat milks that you can buy in Thailand, but only one is actually real oat milk, which is this brand, Good Mate Oat Barista. And if you look on the ingredients, this one has 95.9% oat milk, and then 2.96% of canola oil, and then calcium, salt, vitamins. And all the other oat milks that you find out here in Thailand, like Oatly or something like this, they have only 2 to 5% of oat milk, and the rest is actually canola oil. And canola oil is connected to cardiovascular problems. So, like all these oils, canola oil and seed oils and vegetable oils are very unhealthy for you, and they actually create or cause problems with your heart, and very high in cholesterol, which clogs your arteria. And so most people do not know that, but this is a huge scam when it comes to oat milk. This is the only oat milk that you can buy in Thailand that has 95% of oat milk. So you actually drink oat milk and not oil. And all the others are oil with a small amount of oat. Or you go ahead and you make your own oat milk, which is probably the best way, because then it's 100% oat milk, and all you need to do is you soak your oats overnight. You're welcome. You just soak the oats overnight in water, and then you need a juicer that can actually juice nuts and stuff like that, and then you create your own oat milk. Very inexpensive, basically. One of those. It's a one-time investment, and then you have this machine for a couple of years, and you can make your own oat milk much cheaper and much better than what you would find in the supermarkets. But anyhow, so if you are looking for a good oat milk, Good Mate is the one that I can highly recommend. This is something that I would drink myself. Again, it has a content of 95.9, so basically, let's say 96% oat milk and only 2% of canola oil. All the other brands out there, basically only canola oil and just a small amount of oat. And this is very unhealthy to drink oil. So you want to make sure that you get a good oat milk. And this is the one that I can recommend to you. And again, if you are looking for matcha that you can mix with oat, I would definitely go with, what is it called? Mokuren from Hoshino, Yamano Hana, Yamano Tsuyu. You can use our own Chasiki blend or our own brand, Chasiki brand matcha. The Okomidori, Chasiki Okomidori, the Uji Hikari, the Tsuyu Hikari from Chasiki is also perfect for milk. And then all the Hekisuin matchas that we have are all perfect to drink with milk. I think they're even better to drink with milk than as an usucha. And then Shogyoken is the Izumi, the Ima Mukashi, Iwai Moshiro, Toyo Mukashi, Hasu Mukashi, and everything above. I mean, you can basically drink also the Chiyo Mukashi with milk. Basically, you can drink any matcha with milk. It just depends on how fancy you are and how much money you're willing to spend on your latte or on your cold whisk. There is no right and there is no wrong. It just depends on your personal references. So I would just suggest that you try and play around a little bit and see what works best for you. And again, Chasiki matchas, all of them, our own house blend or house brand. They're all single cultivars. And then all of these here from Ujima-san, and the base versions of the Hoshino Mokuren, and also the lower grades of Hoshino, which is the I would have to look it up right now. I don't have the names. It's not on top of my head right now. But they have culinary grade matcha from Hoshino, which are fantastic. Very, very, very good quality, especially if you drink it only with milk, and very inexpensive as well. Asijai is one. Let me check one. One moment, I'll give you the names. Okay. All right. So, Hoshino matcha, we have the Kodemari, the Yamabuki, Mokuren, and Asijai. They're all great with milk. So I hope that answers your question. And if you have further question, just reach out to our admins and they can provide you more information around that as well. All right. Time for me to head home. I've been online. I've been live for an hour now. And I hope each and every one of you had a good time and learned a little bit something. And maybe I inspired you to try some of the matchas that we tested here today. I'm looking forward to the next live, which will happen tomorrow. Maybe it's going to be JJ or it's going to be me, but either one of us will do it. And again, if you have any questions or if you would like us to talk about a specific topic, let me know in the comments or send us a message and tell us, please talk about this. And we would like to know more about that. And we will do this. So we try to serve you on a higher level. All right. That being said, bye-bye. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe wherever you are. Bye-bye.